I think that as things start to open up and we start to figure out what this new normal is going to look like, this is a really good opportunity to do an audit on your life. And before you're like, oh, audit, that sounds like a really intense word. It's not that big of a deal. It's really a matter of checking in with yourself and asking yourself a few simple questions. Now, Good morning. So you guys are getting me this morning. How many times can I say morning? Fresh and early, right before all the kids wake up, right before my husband wakes up. And the reason why I'm doing this video at this time is that this is actually the time of the day that I do the things that I'm going to share with you in this video. So we are at the point in time where things are starting to open up again. You know, COVID-19 pandemic has been like crazy, and everyone's been at home, everyone's calendar's been cleared, just life has just been kind of at a standstill. And I think that as things start to open up and we start to figure out what this new normal is going to look like, this is a really good opportunity to do an audit on your life. Now, I think it was Dave Hollis, he had said a quote at the very beginning of this, and it was something along the lines of, before you rush back to your life, take a moment to decide what parts of your life are worth rushing back to. And that's been in my head ever since. So, again, I think this is an awesome opportunity to just sit down and do a simple audit. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you the questions that I ask myself when I check in, because as you guys know, I like a good self-reflection. I tend to check in with myself on a regular basis, but questions I ask myself when I'm doing an audit on my life, and here are the questions that you should ask yourself too. I just get a journal, something from Chapters. You can get it from the dollar store, whatever it is. You don't have to be a Dear Diary journaler. You just pen to paper is so therapeutic. First question is, what feels good in life right now? I know, it's simple, like what feels good in my life right now? Second question is, what doesn't feel good in my life right now? Like what am I not looking forward to? Where do I not feel happy? What do I, have anxiety about doing? What do I dread doing? For me, the things that feel good in my life right now are the empty calendar. I love the empty calendar. I love spending extra time with my family. I love the walks that we are taking that we wouldn't have taken otherwise. We are typically on the go, but we have had a lot more time to just get out there, have a walk, just, read, relax. I love the space in our calendar. And I know those things aren't going to be there forever, but I can carve out a little extra space in my calendar moving forward to try to keep this feeling. In the past, when I've asked myself these questions, things that aren't working are, I didn't like how much I'd been working. I didn't like how unbalanced I felt. I felt really unorganized. There were relationships, like people I was spending time with, and I was just like dreading spending time with them. So those are the types of things that I'm talking about. What feels good? What doesn't feel good? And then it's as simple as doing more of things that feel good, carving that time out in your calendar and trying to find a way to do less of the things that don't feel good. Now, I'm not someone who's like super fluffy and I'm like, you know what, you don't have to do anything you don't like. No, that's crap. It's not the way it is. But if you have a relationship or, if someone that you have to spend time with doesn't feel good, spend less time with those people. If you're feeling disorganized and like you can't get your head above water, okay, what's the plan? How can you get more organized? If you are feeling like you do not have alone time and you're just feeling like you're pouring from an empty cup, okay, what can you do to amp up your self-care routine? Just ask yourself these simple questions, check in, and make a plan on how you can feel better, more, and feel not so good, less. On that same note, the third question is self-care. What are you doing to take care of yourself right now? And that is still the first thing that falls off of our to-do list. Like, man, I just wish we would realize how much we need to take care of ourselves. And even as someone who pushes this on a regular basis to all of my clients and to all of my community, there are times when I fall off this bandwagon too. So I highly suggest that you sit down and really dive into your self-care routine. Like, what are you doing to take care of yourself? It could be spending time alone reading a book. It could be taking walks alone. It could be journaling. It could be your workout regime. It could be the food that you're eating. It could be how much water you're drinking in a day. Like, what are you doing to fuel your body, to fill your cup? And guys, I know it sounds corny. Everyone's talking about self-care, but everyone's talking about because you need to do it. All right, so the fourth thing is your relationships. This is really simple. Spend more time with people who make you feel good and less time with people who don't. Seriously, it is as simple as that. And I know we all have people in our lives who are energy suckers or who we feel drained when we're around. And yes, they are just part of our lives. And sometimes we can't just be like, no, I don't need to spend time with you, their family or whatever. But you can make a point to spend more time with people who make you feel fulfilled and motivated and happy and confident and comfortable. Pay attention to how you feel after you spend time with someone. Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel positive? Do you feel like your cup has been filled? Or do you feel drained? Audit those relationships. Your time and energy is a limited and valuable resource. When you spend time with someone, you're never going to get that time back. And as we know from this COVID pandemic, tomorrow owes us nothing. So now more than ever, I think it's important to be deliberate about who gets our time and who gets our energy. The last question I want you to ask yourself is, what have I been thinking about doing that I'm not doing? Like, do you want to start a business? Do you want to start a blog? Do you want to do a project? Is there something that you've been planning on doing and really thinking about doing that you haven't actually done? Now's the time to do it. Do an audit on your life. Do an audit on what's getting your time and energy, and make a plan for how you can prioritize this. Again, tomorrow owes us nothing. What are you waiting for, okay? We make time for the things that we make a priority. It's not about not having time, it's about finding the time. So find the time to do the thing that you've always wanted to do. Because again, you don't want to look back on your life and wish you would have taken the chance. Find the time, make the plan. All right, guys, so it's really as simple. I think that was 5 different questions that I ask myself when I do an audit on my life. What's working, what's not? What feels good, what doesn't feel good? It's as simple as that. Now, I'm gonna do a little disclaimer because I know I'm gonna get the naysayers who are gonna be like, no, there are things in your life that you don't like and that don't feel good that you have to do. Hell yeah, there are. Everyone has that. We all have things in our life that don't feel good. However, you can plan. You can be deliberate about what gets your time and energy and how you protect yourself when you're doing those things or spending time with those people. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I release new videos, and share this video with someone who needs it. And I will see you in the next one. Charlie, where's mommy? Where's your baby? I said baby. What's the baby?